Africa Investor Today is proudly brought to you in association with Petro SA and Afrexim Bank.
Hello and thank you for tuning in to Africa Investor Today with me, Zalin. We begin the bulletin with politics and economy. On Tuesday, the West Africa's regional bloc suspended Niger in protest against flawed parliamentary elections. The Economic Community of West African States said it would not recognize the results of the vote, which is expected to allow President Mamadou Tanja to tighten his grip on power and deepen the uranium mining country's constitutional crisis. Turnout for the election was patchy after the opposition called for a boycott of the vote. The South African Development Community, or SADC, is calling for a transparent vote in Mozambique's scheduled October 28 general election. SADC made the call shortly after dispatching the first group of the electoral observers all across Mozambique's provinces. The observer mission is expected to issue its preliminary report 3 to 5 days after the Electoral Commission releases results. SADC is expected to send about 120 observers to monitor the election, but so far only 38 are currently working in Mozambique. This is Africa Investor Today. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
Redefining energy means redefining life. At the Petroleum, Oil and Gas Corporation of South Africa, our commitment to greater innovation and greener fuels has made us pioneers in the field of gas-to-liquids technology. It has also earned us worldwide recognition for producing the cleanest fuels through environmentally friendly processes. That's how we've become the international leader in diesel technology. Through pure innovation, pure energy, pure brilliance.
On to companies and markets now. On Tuesday, a trading update wiped 4.5% of Vodacom's share price with a warning of a 105% dive in basic earnings per share, coming as quite a shock to the market. Most of the damage is being inflicted by an impairment of 3.2 billion rand arising from its acquisition of Pan-African data network operator Gateway for 700 million rand last year. An impairment knock is unexpected and means Gateway is now worth less than half what Vodacom has paid for it. TAG Angola Airlines said on Wednesday it could soon pick a partner to help it develop its business after receiving several offers from other airlines interested in linking up with a state-owned airline. Angola's Transport Minister Augusto Thomas said in January that Lufthansa, Brussels Air, British Airways, Air France, KLM and Portugal's TAP were interested in TAG, which recently resumed flights to the European Union. Efforts by Combined Motor Holdings paid healthy dividends in the 6 months to August, with the vehicle retailer yesterday reporting strong growth in earnings despite continued difficult economic conditions. It reported a 106% increase in headline earnings, a share to 16.3 cents, despite 17% decline in revenue to 2.93 billion rand. Thanks for tuning in and watching Companies and Markets. We'll be back after the break with news on banking and finance.
Afrexim Bank is Africa's leading trade finance bank, an organization dedicated to promoting African trade through credit, risk-bearing and advisory services. We pride ourselves on having local presence throughout the continent and are committed to extending our award-winning trade and project finance programs to unlock private sector development continent-wide. We invite you to become a part of our vision for a strong Africa in a changing world. If you trade within Africa, contact us to support you.
On to banking and finance we move now. Egyptian investment bank EFG Hermes is looking at opportunities to buy commercial banks in order to become a universal bank in the Middle East. The firm owns 28% of Bank Audi, Lebanon's largest commercial bank, and would like to increase its stake to more than 50%, but this is a long-term process, said Sherif Karara, EFG Hermes Securities Brokerage Managing Director. He also said EFG Hermes has a strong investment bank presence in the region and does not need to strengthen its position in this area. The Gabonese government has recalled its representative Philibert Anzembe from its central bank African States Bank following alleged mismanagement of CFA of 19 billion CFA francs at the BEAC's foreign office in Paris. According to a statement issued by the first cabinet meeting in Libreville, the government has also decided to arrest BEAC Gabonese officials residing in the country. It further appealed on the other BEAC members to actively participate in finding solutions to restore calm and credibility of the BEAC internationally. First Bank of Nigeria PLC is open to strategic partnerships across Africa because it is a faster way of growing business than trying to expand existing operations. The lender plans to consolidate its position in West Africa and 3 months ago opened an office in Shanghai to support Chinese companies operating in Africa. We'll be back with infrastructure. Stay with us.
Africa Investor, the leading African investment magazine, is essential reading for investors in Africa, filled with the very latest in Pan-African investment and finance news. In addition, log on to africa-investor.com to find out more about our exciting capital market, infrastructure and tourism events, and our long-standing investable Africa Investor 100 Index series, which tracks over $600 billion of African equities. Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.
In infrastructure news now, in South Africa, ambitious plans to invest 13.6 billion rand in the country's transport infrastructure took another step forward this week with news that the South African National Roads Agency raised 750 million rand in a bond auction. This means almost 13 million rand has now been secured to pay for the transport improvements ahead of the FIFA 2010 Football World Cup. However, not everyone in the country is happy about the news. A government statement that a prohibition by the road transport for certain commodities was being considered brought howls of protest from the South African Road Freight Association, who demanded to know more details. Botswana President Ian Khama pledged to invest more in mineral extraction and development of the country's transport, energy and water infrastructure to help diversify the economy. In Gaborone yesterday, Khama told lawyers that diversification is critical to ensuring the future survival of the world's biggest diamond-producing nation. Minerals explorer African Eagle Resources has made considerable progress at its 450 million Dutwa nickel project in Tanzania, Chairman John Park said. Park said a 120-hole drilling program was now underway and laboratory test work was well advanced. The company had chosen a contractor for a transport and logistics study and would appoint a contractor for advanced deposit modeling shortly. And with that said, we reach the end of today's bulletin. Please log on to our website at www.africa-investor.com. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Goodbye.
Africa Investor Today is proudly brought to you in association with Petro SA and Afrexim Bank.